trying to pretend like he, loves girls and live the rap lifestyle, but really, he's a man fan.
In an explosive revelation that has the world on the edge of its seats, we've learned that Diddy might have orchestrated Shakur's assassination to guard a deep, dark secret. Is Diddy's towering empire built on a foundation of lies? Keefe, allegedly involved in Shakur's assassination, spills the beans on what really went down.
The story that has circulated was that after Tupac got killed, Puffy allegedly gave the money.
I heard Key's arrest regarding Shakur's assassination case took everyone by surprise, but the real shocker came when he allegedly began snitching, dragging Diddy into the spotlight. According to our sources, Key claimed that Shakur had dirt on Diddy, suggesting the mogul was gay, a revelation that could have devastated Diddy's image, especially during the 9ES. When the music industry was rife with hidden prejudices, Key further alleges that to safeguard his reputation, Diddy offered him a whopping 1 month to silence Shakur forever. Next, we ask Keefe the million-dollar question. For those who thought the decades-long Diddy-Shakur drama was a closed chapter, this recent twist reopens old wound and introduces new layers of intrigue with a backdrop of fierce rivalry between Diddy's Bad Boy records and Tupac's Death Row records. The stage was set for an intense face-off, but who would have guessed that Tupac's next diss track might unveil some of Diddy's clandestine affairs? It's evident now that Diddy might have had more to lose than just a rap battle. Even in 2023, the music industry grapples with its biases. The rewind to the N90s, and the stakes were even higher. Diddy's desperation to guard his secret might have been the driving force behind this shocking turn of events. With such revelations, we're left to wonder what other skeletons might be hiding in the closets of our favorite celebrities. As we delve deeper into the labyrinth of secrecy surrounding Diddy, the question arises: how far will Old One go to guard personal revelations? Evidence points toward the history of Diddy possibly going to extreme length to quell any rumors or speculations about his sexuality. The 90s radio sensation, Wendy Williams, seems to have borne the brunt of Diddy's alleged attempts to muzzle any chatter about his sexual preferences.
Because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down.
In 1998, Wendy, then a rising radio star, hinted at the possibility of Diddy being gay. Reacting fiercely, Diddy purportedly leveraged his influence in the industry to get her axed from her job. But the situation took an even darker turn. Once upon a time, there was a music mogul who sent his all-girl group to beat me in front of the radio station. Williams vividly recalled, if whispers around town are to be believed, the girl groups in question was none other than Total, affiliated with Diddy's Bad Boy records.
Puff told Hot 97 if they didn't get rid of her, that they was not going to get any music from any of his friends.
Williams confessed to harboring a certain resentment towards Diddy for, in her words, the hell he put me through. Nonetheless, she doesn't bear any animosity towards the mogul.
He was practically burned at the stake for talking about such.
The two even attempted to bury the hatchet in a 2017 interview on Williams' show, marking a pivotal full-circle moment. It clearly moved Williams acknowledged past conflicts, saying to Diddy, "I know I've pissed a lot of people off, including you." However, Wendy wasn't alone in commenting on Diddy's secretive life. His ex-bodyguard John shared some tantalizing tidbits about Diddy's mysterious encounters, recounting an incident where he was told to watch the door, only to later witness a man running out naked from Diddy's vicinity.
With every chick, every dude, whoever he wanted to be with, when Kim was alive.
Alive, Raw B2 shared an anecdote about an unexpected night at a bar with Diddy where he was taken aback to see men openly expressing affection. As we methodically piece together this intricate narrative, Diddy's reputation consistently emerges as the central theme. Preparation for Diddy wasn't merely about perception. It was a fortress meticulously built to protect him from the world's piercing gaze and personal vulnerabilities. Let's rewind and dissect the dynamics of the Diddy-Shakur feud. Although the long-standing East Coast-West Coast rivalry formed a significant backdrop, it might not have been the only undercurrent fueling their discord. Officially, the catalyst for Shakur's demise was the retaliation from Orlando Baby Lane Anderson for a physical altercation. Yet beneath this surface level narrative deeper and more sinister motivations were at play. Baby Lane, presumably acting out of loyalty to Diddy or perhaps other hidden incentives, boldly stole a Death Row Records chain from Shakur's ass. Associate Trayvon Lane. There were murmurings that Diddy intended to audaciously flaunt this chain in a music video, a blatant jab at Shakur and the entire death row establishment. This audacious act, however, backfired when Trevin confronted Baby Lane at the MGM Grand. It's pivotal to note that Baby Lane was the nephew of Keefe, the individual recently arrested in relation to Tupac's assassination. While many were quick to link Shakur's subsequent assassination to the MGM altercation, there's an intricate layer to this tale that can't be overlooked. Disturbingly, rumors have surfaced suggesting Diddy might have placed $1 million dual bounty on Shakur. In 1995, such a sum was staggering even by today's standards. Give us anything for them dude headies and for the guy's head, he said in front of all them. People believe with Key's recent revelations, a more convoluted and pettier picture comes into focus. It wasn't just about power struggles or money, it was personal. The mere hint at Shakur could unveil Diddy's most guarded secret seemed to have pushed the latter to possible extremes. Wendy Williams' experience is a testament to the length Diddy might traverse to maintain his guarded image. Her professional upheavals, after commenting on Diddy's private life, underscore his willingness to wield his considerable clout against threats perceived or real. Considering the tumultuous climate of the 90s in Diddy's history, there's an undeniable sense of ambiguity surrounding his role in one of music's darkest chapters, and Key recent revelations really put a new angle on Diddy's motives. While many chalked it up to the high-stakes East Coast-West Coast rap feud, there are inconsistencies that puzzle us. For one, if Diddy truly intended to deal a blow to Death Row Records through this bold move, why target Shakur Suge Knight, the Death Row helmsman, would have been the more strategic choice. The idea of paying such a hefty sum simply over diss track seems a tad exaggerated, wouldn't you agree? There's more weight to this when considering that Shakur wasn't the only industry figure with whom Diddy locked horns. So why Shakur? It could be that the anticipated revelations from Shakur were perceived as a more immediate and grave threat. Now, the word of Diddy placing a bounty isn't purely speculative. Keefe himself, along with several others, have vouched for its veracity. An associate of Keefe once exposed the trail of this money Diddy made the alleged payment, and it was intended for Keefe. However, as the story goes, a certain Zip purportedly received the funds but didn't forward them as planned. Had that money reached its destination, Diddy could be behind bars today, said the source, hinting at the FBI's views on Zip's dodgy dealing. More recently, artist Jaguar Wright brought to light a pattern that's worth cons considering. Wright pointed out that interestingly, many from the Uptown Records original lineup, which included figures like Kim and Heavy D, have met untimely demises, leaving just Diddy and I'll be sure standing. I'm charging you with being a divisive human being who will do anything for $1. Furthermore, Wright hinted at an ominous trend surrounding Diddy individuals in his circle planning on revealing intimate details about their lives or experiences with him have a tendency to meet tragic ends under dubious circumstances. This observation only intensifies the cloud of suspicion hovering around Diddy. All this serves to emphasize that the narrative surrounding Shakur's tragic end is far from black and whiting, with claims of Diddy's deep-rooted desire to silence any whispers about his personal life combined with the treacherous landscape of 9s hip-hop. One can't help but question what other truths lie buried awaiting their moment in spotlight. I've seen the media portray me like I'm a gangster, just not the case in the wake of such shocking revelations. Public opinion has been overwhelmingly vocal. Fans have taken to various platforms to share their take on this complicated web of conspiracy, betrayal, and suppressed truths, and their sentiments offer a deeper insight into the many facets of this narrative. One avid follower of the saga drew a straight line between Diddy's current actions and the accusations. It makes perfect sense why Diddy is suddenly releasing music from his former artists, whom he previously made sign a non-disclosure agreement. They noted this fan suspects that Diddy's motivations may lie in wanting to save face in case things hit the fan, and that Diddy may be using aliases as a shield. They added, reflecting a broader sentiment, this is truly sad because two giants were taken from us because of this nonsense. Another fan brought Suge Knight into the discussion, suggesting a different dynamic to the assassination. Night Suge Knight was the first to be shot in that car. They pointed out the implication: did Sue perhaps use Shakur as a human shield against the incoming bullet? Such a conjecture brings an added layer of mystery to an already convoluted tale. Yet another commentator reminded us of the tragic fate of Kim Porter, who was on the verge of unveiling her own story. Don't forget, Kim Porter was about to release a book, and now she's dead. Say it isn't so, they remarked, hinting at an alleged pattern surrounding Diddy's inner circle. From these opinions, it's evident that fans are divided. While some believe in Diddy's possible manipulations to maintain his image, others think there might be other players in the shadows with motives and actions yet to be uncovered. What's indisputable, however, is the fact that the past refuses to stay buried. As more fans weigh in on the unfolding drama, we find ourselves in a vortex of claims and counterclaims. Each viewpoint, no matter how varied, offers a fresh perspective, and we can't help but reflect on them. After all, isn't the collective voice of the fans an essential part of the narrative? As the saga continues to unravel, one thing remains clear: the truth, as they say, is often stranger than fiction. The deeper we dive, the murkier the waters seem. We're buzzing with questions, and we bet you are too. Do you think Diddy's the mastermind behind this, or just caught in the crossfire? Share your thoughts below. Remember, every theory adds to the intrigue. Stick around for more celebrity scoops, and we'll catch you soon. Until then, stay curious.